Hello everyone, in today's video I'm going to show you how to use bash scripting to scrape web content and transform clean data to store them into MySQL database automatically. The purpose of this video is when sometimes you don't have Python installed in your machine and you cannot use Selenium or Beautiful Soup and you are inherited some data. So you can use bash scripting, and I found it very simple and useful in some circumstances. So let's get into it, and I hope you find this somehow interesting or useful at the end. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open the Yahoo Finance, and the target we are going to scrape today is from their watch list, and we are going to look at the most added to watch list symbols. There are 30 stocks, and we are going to scrape their symbols and the price and the change by percentage. So, and we're gonna get all those data and store them in the MySQL database. This is what we are going to do. And the first step I'm going to do is I'm going to open my AWS server. There you go. SH and the key will be ec ubuntu.pem, and I need a username. So now I'm going to connect to my EC2 instance on AWS and increase a little bit so you can see it clearly. Perfect. Okay, so the first command we are going to use is curl. With curl, you can get all the HTTP response from the particular URL. So the URL I'm going to script here is this one, and we're gonna see all the HTTP response here. One way to clear this out is to find the delimiters of the whole content, and we can see that it's delimited by the commas. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pipe this to a set command with I'm going to substitute all the commas to the line delimiter, and I want to do it globally. So now you can see all the content has been delimited by the line delimiter. What we are looking for is the symbols and price and all that attributes for different stocks, so that you can already see here we have some different attributes here, and we are looking for the symbols. We have the currency, you have the price hit, have the regular market price. I think that, yeah, this is the price we are looking for, regular market price. We have to remember that. And you have the symbol. Yeah, we have the symbol here. What else? We are looking for, yeah, the regular market change. Right, these three attributes we need. So now I'm going to pipe it. Here I'm going to use grep. For the grep, it's like you are going to grab those information that whatever you want. Here I'm going to use ignore. You are ignoring the case sensitive, and we are using the capital E to use the regex. I'm going to look for is symbol with double quote. The second thing I'm looking for is regular market price, regular market change percent. All right, that's right. There you go. So the red part is particularly highlighted to show you how all the contents that I'm selected, it's showing me, and I can see that what I really need is the information here, because anything above I'm not interested. I just need the change percentage, market price, and the symbol, and these are 30 stocks with 30 price and 30 percentage change, which is totally 90 contents. And also those informations below that I don't need them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use grep again, but this time I'm going to create a file here. Write all the commands in a bash scripting. First thing I'm going to make directory web script, and we are going to that directory. I don't have anything in the directory, of course. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create file. It's called webscript.sh. It's a bash scripting file, and I'm going to open it, and I'm going to write the command for the bash location. You can find where is your bash file located by just typing which bash. So it will tell you where is your bash installed in your systems. In this case, it's in user bin bash. I'm going to add that in my file, user bin bash. Just to test if it will work, I'm going to echo test. It will print test in the command. let's check this out. But before that, I don't have the permission to run this file, because permission of this file, you have the write stands for R and you have W stands for write. So you have read and write permission. You don't have the execution permission. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add execution permission for this file. I'm going to see the permission. Right, you have the X, which means this file is executable. So now I'm going to execute this file. It's showing test, which means the scripting is successful and we can start writing our script inside. Alright, so first of all, I'm going to find before what I'm going, here it's what I was typing here, and I'm going to copy all this into the file. Make the format here. We already get the data for all the symbols, regular market price and regular market change percentage, but there is some data we still need to clean, right? As we are saying that before, because you can clearly see that there is a lot of junk information, so we have to clean it out. So I'm going to use grep again. The command I'm going to use is grep op with regular market price dot everything. So I want to see anything start with double quotes regular market price, and also I want to see anything start with double quote and regular market change percent, and everything that has the start like that. And also I need the symbol. What I really need is the back parentheses, because I find that all the information I need contains that. We run it. Okay, so now if you run that, the junk information pretty much has reduced a lot. Before we have a lot of information before the thing actually we need, but right now we can see it's pretty much what we need. It's regular market price and the percentage change and the symbol. And there is a lot of some junk informations here. I don't need it, but those information before that I need. I have 30 symbols, and I have each symbols we have 3 informations I need, so that is total 99 I need. So in this case I'm going to add one more command, which is head. I'm going to do it with 90 and run it. So now there is this is all the information we need. That it has symbol, it has price, it has percentage. It's pretty much clean and pretty much makes sense, but still we have a lot of characters. I don't need it, so I'm going to remove them in the command. So the first command I'm going to remove. I'm going to use tr command. Tr command stands for translate, but we are not going to replace the we are not going to translate anything here. We just want to delete them. So just use option D, and then you can specify whatever you want to delete. In this case, double quotes, I don't want to see them. I don't want to see parentheses. I don't want to see commas. And yeah. So now what we can see is I have pretty much clean data, but all of them, but I don't want to see the regular market, all that stuff, and symbol and all that stuff. I don't want to see them. So I'm going to add one more command, which is sit. This time I'm going to use sit again to substitute all the information that I don't need. For example, I don't want symbol. I want to do it globally, and I don't want market price change, which is regular market price. I don't want to see this. I want to do it globally. Okay, and regular. This is really man. I have to type all that person. I want to do it globally, right? Double check everything. Correct change percent. Alright, let's write. Okay, so now we have only the values are left, right? But I wanted that I don't want them to be a one line. I want them to be in 3 columns. So let's do it. How to transform them to 3 columns. In this case, I'm going to use xargs. Xargs will take the output as input, and then we are going to use dash n3 as the option, so we can transform data to just 3 columns. Let's see how it works. Right, so we have the first column with the price, second column with the percentage change, third column with the symbols, but this doesn't make sense because I want symbols to be the first line, and I want the price to be second line, and the percentage change to be the third column. So what we can do here is we're gonna use another command called awk. With awk, you can choose how to print different columns as variables. Print, just type, for example, the symbol was in the third one, but I want to print in the first, so you type the first as $sign, $sign with 3, and you want the price to be shown second, and that is in the first column, and the last is the percentage change. Alright, let's see if it works. I'm going to clean this up, run it. Syntax error. Let's check what will happen. I forget the backslash. I always forget the backslash. Clean this out, run it. Okay, now perfect. We can see that we have the symbols in the first column and percentage in the second column, and we have the price in the third column, but we want price in the second column. All right, I think now it's working, because every time when you script the website, it's the order will be different. Well, first, because when you first get the price or you first get the percentage, it depends. So now it doesn't matter. Now I'm going to add a delimiter instead of the white space. I'm going to add a comma as a delimiter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one more command here. It's again sit, of course, sit E. What I'm going to substitute is the white space, and what I'm going to replace it is comma, and I want to do it globally. And all that, I want all of them to be stored in a CSV file, right? Apologize. So I'm going to store them into a CSV file. It's called stockprice.csv. Run it. Okay, it will not display again because I stored all the data into that file. So I'm going to use cat stockprice.csv to show me, but it will show me, yeah, this is the file we are getting, and we're gonna load this file to the MySQL database so that the data will be keep updated in our database. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to nano it, and we're gonna make this as a function, because this whole stuff is to do to CSV stuff, right? So I'm going to name it to CSV. Of course, I'm going to run to CSV. And the second thing, now I'm going to my MySQL database to create the tables, to create the database and create the tables and define all the columns, all that stuff, prepare for the data loading, right? So I'm going to do sudo MySQL user as root. So now I'm in the MySQL. I'm going to create database. I'm going to name database stockprice. Oh, database exists. Okay, so before I already have the database. Okay, so I'm going to use that database. So use stockprice as the database. So now I'm here. I'm going to create a table. It's called most at stock. I'm going to call the table most at stock, right? So now I'm going to edit, alter about their columns. The first column I'm going to do is the symbols, right? Symbol, and it will be a varchar data type with, let's say, 8 lengths, and the second will be the price, and it will be a decimal data type with 2 decimal. That is enough for price. And we have the percentage change. Let's call it percentage change or percent change. Let's do it percent change. And same data type decimal. Forget about that. Run it. I forgot the back parentheses. Okay, now the query is said okay. So let me describe the database most at stock. Okay, so you can see now we have symbol, bar chart, 8 lengths, and we have price, we have percent change. Perfect. So we have the table available. What we're gonna do is we're gonna load the file into the server. So now we exit. We are going to our bash file with nano. It's called webscrap.sh. Okay, so now we are going to use sudo MySQL with user root, and here we're gonna specify that the local info is, now you are already inside your MySQL server. What you're gonna write is SQL, right? So what are you going to write? First step is also you have to set global local info equals true. I explain you why. What is the database name? So I'm going to use stock price show tables. Yeah. Oh, I have most add stock. It's not stock most add. I'm going to change that. Most add stock. Okay. Now run it. Sorry. I'm going to run it. Oh, 9.1. Oh, what is the problem here? Here I need to change it. Oh, now we got what we need. It's their symbols and their price, and it's ordered by the percentage change. Yeah, so let me show you. Boom. Wow. And the last step I'm going to do is I want this process to be automatically done. So this can be done by using the Crontab here. So I'm going to open the Crontab, and oh, this is already there. The command I already write before. Basically, what does it mean is you have the five star sign here. Each of them represent different. The first one represents a minute, and this is hour. And we have the months, day, and weeks. So if you just use /1, you run it every minute, or you can just don't type anything to run every minute. But I want to put it and just specify what command you are going to run. So basically we have the full path of that webscrap.sh, and it's executable, and we want to see if that crontab is executing or not. So we can do one thing to see that if our cron job is working, is using Greek, and we are looking for anything is equal to web script, and in the file name is var log system log. Boom. And alright, this is too much. I'm going to show you about their tail. That is enough. Last 10. So as we can see now, it's running for sure. It's saying that in the server time is 9:46. Yeah, if we double check, it's 9:47 now. So every minute it's running. So it means our job is running perfectly, and our the result also, it's it's what we are looking for. But sometimes the price and percentage change because of the content. When it's scripting, the price and percentage change. Sometimes they are in the second, and sometimes they are in the first. So the order, sometimes they may change. I'm still looking for the solution for this. Right, I hope you find this somewhat interesting or useful. Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.